You said we're not on anybody's side. We're on the side of peace. And to be able to maintain that position through the conflict and actually in hindsight have the world say, yes, you were right. And this is happening in real time where policy is being made by a practitioner such as yourself. Do you want to give us a broad overview of, it's like cricket. The ball comes, you have a fraction of a second of deciding what to do. You could have chosen, like many other countries did, on being on Ukraine's side or pushing further towards Russia. To be able to maintain that balance again and again requires a very high level of expertise. Do you want to give us a framework into how, because a lot of the world order is being upended just as we speak, how you're making those decisions, the thinking behind that?
Well, I think like cricket, you need a lot of net practice. I think you have today a government which is in its third term. It has a lot of experience at its command, particularly when it comes to national security and foreign policy. And I think that makes a difference. But more than that, look, what in a way we looked at the conflict, the drivers of it, the larger environment in a very objective way. I think a lot of other players, understandably, perhaps were carried away emotionally about it. And that clouded their judgment. I think it perhaps created calculations and expectations which are not really well founded. And the other point, look, we've also been tracking not just the Ukraine situation, but the global situation. With a certain amount of, again, in a very sensible way, without being, swayed by the propaganda and the prejudices that we have seen over the last 5, 6, 7 years. So when there were trends at play, we saw those trends. I'm not saying we predicted every electoral win, but we certainly saw there were forces at play. We saw this is a world that is changing. We assessed it from our own interests, but from the interests of the world as yet. So I do put it in a way to a certain amount of objectivity. I think particularly Prime Minister Modi's the range of relationships that he has built, the insights he had and which these relationships have, in a way added to it. I think we are seeing a cumulative impact of all of that.